What's going on, everyone? So we got a little bit of an update in regards to Walker Kessler and a potential Laker trade. So per Anthony Irwin, the Lakers were very close to trading for Walker Kessler this past offseason, but Utah is very reluctant. Now, Danny Ainge has said on numerous occasions that he believes that the Lakers picks are the best on the market because his belief is that Anthony Davis is eventually going to age out, and LeBron James is going to retire in the next few years, so that 27, 29, and 31st pick are going to be incredibly valuable, which he might not be wrong. But the reason he's reluctant on trading Walker Kessler is because Danny Ainge has concerns that Walker Kessler will keep them relevant in a post-LeBron era, and then also maybe as Anthony Davis starts aging out, right? Walker Kessler, so like Anthony Davis would start declining, but Walker Kessler would start to emerge, and he'd kind of have this counter redundance and potentially make the Lakers picks not as valuable as Danny Ainge believes that they will. And look, if we're being honest, and we're removing our Laker bias for a moment, he's right. Right? That's why we want Walker Kessler, because he's a center for now and the future. Right, he's already one of the best defensive centers in the league. You pair him alongside Anthony Davis, good luck. Danny Ainge doesn't care about right now, right? If he trades Walker Kessler to the Lakers and the Lakers win the NBA championship, he doesn't care, right? He cares about when those picks would be conveyed, right? The 2027 first that is protected, right? Top 5 protected, and then you have the, you probably trade in the 29 and 31 first. If that's the case, right, like he wants those to be as good as possible. Right? He's not trading older guys that, by the time those picks convey, Walker Kessler is on the decline as well. No, like Walker Kessler would just be getting into like his prime at that point. Talking like 5 years from now, 6 years from now, right? Like he is 30, 29, 30, so he's still in his prime. So that is a bit of a dilemma if you're the Lakers, right? Like how do you convince him? The only way that could Danny Ainge eventually come around? Could he kind of see it and just go, like, especially if he's not getting the offers and the picks? The problem is Danny Ainge doesn't have to trade Walker Kessler. And I don't really know why he wants to, if I'm being honest. I've talked about this before. The Laker fan in me is like, Danny Ainge, suck it up, trade him to the Lakers. Too bad, right? Like, give us Colin Sexton, give us Walker Kessler, and let's go. Or John Collins and a Walker Kessler, whatever it takes, whatever you want from us in order to get that deal done, get it done, right? Like, but the rational fan in me, like the just removing my Laker bias, I'm like, I don't know why they want to trade Walker Kessler anyway. Yeah, they have several other big guys, but Walker Kessler is already better than all of them, and he's still as young as, like, pretty much all of them. And, it's like, I don't know, like, Filipowski, like, what could he become? Right? It's just, I don't know why Utah wants to trade him anyway. Right? Danny Ainge has this habit of, like, if he doesn't see this, like, long-term vision, then you're off the table. Like, if he's comfortable getting rid of you, then you're gone, and he'll just take the assets. But clearly, he thinks Walker Kessler's going to be good enough to affect the Lakers 5 years from now, right? Like, that's what he's looking at it as. He's looking at it. But here's the thing, though. If you're Danny Ainge, the Lakers are always going to be the Lakers. When LeBron leaves, the chances of the Lakers getting another star is still incredibly high, right? Like, so, like, Danny Ainge is hoping that LeBron retires and Anthony Davis starts to decline. But when LeBron retires, it's not unlikely that another star comes immediately. It's also not impossible that Lakers might go get another star at some point, right? Like, who knows what ends up happening? So if you're Danny Ainge, you're looking at it, you're hoping that you either believe Walker Kessler is the difference between them getting, a lottery pick or them getting the 15th pick, but that could happen either way, right? Like, so that would kind of be my argument to, like, dude, we're the Lakers. Right? If I'm Rob Pelinka, I'd be like, yeah, I understand, like, your concern, but we're the Lakers. We're going to be probably good regardless, right? Like, take the picks, bet on it. You either believe or you don't, right? Like, make up your mind, right? Kind of just play the reverse psychology role, right? Like, we're the Lakers, dude. Like, you really think Walker Kessler's going to be the difference? Right? Like, no, we're either going to be good or we're not type thing, right? So I don't know. It is frustrating. Now, there is a proposed trade that's going around that was presented by like an executive or whatever. Take this with a grain of salt, as always, right? It's just like a proposed trade idea. But Lakers receive Walker Kessler, Colin Sexton. Jazz receive Rui Hachimura, Jalen Hood-Schifino, Jackson Hayes, 2029 first and 2031 first. Remove the protections on the other first. Whatever you got to do. Get Walker Kessler and Colin Sexton. That's perfect, right? And then I'd still would go look to go get a Bruce Brown or something like that off the bench. Just give you that defense, point of attack, or Colin Sexton come off the bench. Either way, it doesn't matter, right? But if you're the Lakers, right, like you should be pushing as hard as you can with Utah. Maybe that's why the Lakers are waiting around though too, right? Like, so if let's go under the assumption that this is 100% true, right? This is accurate, right? Obviously, we never know until it comes out. But the Lakers just traded with the Brooklyn Nets for Dorian Finney-Smith and Shake Milton and did not acquire Dayon Sharp, who has been linked to the Lakers. Reports have said the Lakers are interested in and want him. And I even said after the trade, it's odd that they didn't get him because why not get everything done in one swoop? Why not get your backup center, a backup guard, and a 3-and-D wing? And you still have 2 seconds, so you could have added those 2 seconds to go get him, right? Or, instead of the seconds, maybe do a pick swap in 2 seconds or something like that, whatever, right? Like to get it done. And you got your backup center, you got a backup guard, and you got a 3-and-D wing, and you still have both your first and all this other stuff to go make the moves. Like, why wouldn't you do that? Especially Dayon Sharp's making like $4 million or whatever it is, right? Would have been easy. Easy to add that. You could have just thrown Jalen Hood-Schifino into the deal and gotten Dayon Sharp. Right, because they want expiring. Hey, here's another expiring contract. I mean, you could have thrown in 2 of your vet minimum guys. Here's these 2 guys. Right, like there was ways to get that done. Why wouldn't you? Either A, the asking price for Dayon Sharp was too high, but supposedly he can be had for a couple seconds, or 2, the Lakers are currently working on another move. Lakers are currently waiting around for potentially Walker Kessler. Like, what if that's why? What if the reason the Lakers didn't go get Dayon Sharp, because they can always go back. Like, you can always go back to the Nets. If the Walker Kessler thing falls through, go back to the Nets and be like, hey, what do you want for Dayon Sharp? Or, there's still Valanciunas and all these other guys, right? But, like, you just worked out a deal with Brooklyn. You're telling me you couldn't have figured it out to also get a backup center in the process as well that's 23 years old, that is basically an 8-and-8 guy in, like, 14 minutes of action or whatever, right? Like he would have been ideal. Big, he's like 260, 265. So he's got the size and weight behind him, right? Physical center. He's like 6'9", 6'10" in height, but still, like he's ideal of what the Lakers need. Big physical presence in the inside that can block shots and defend. That's what he gives you, right? And you didn't work out to get him in the trade that you did to get Dorian Finney-Smith and Shake Milton. It's a little odd. But if the Lakers are still waiting around to see what's going on, that could also be why the Lakers are kind of evaluating things and stuff like that. Maybe the Jazz are kind of, Danny Ainge is like, hey, you know what? Give me some time. Let me think it over. Let me see what else I can get. Let me see what I can do here. Right? Because again, Danny Ainge doesn't care about right now. He take whatever you want. Go win the championship. Good job, Lakers. Right? Good job, Rob. Right? Who cares? Like, he's not worried. Like, because people are like, oh, why would Danny Ainge want to help? But it's the same reason he wanted to help last time. He doesn't care about right now. He cares about 3, 4, 5 years from now when he's hoping the Jazz are good and the Lakers aren't. Right? So the Jazz have the Lakers assets that are hopefully valuable that he can now use to go and make a trade for, that other piece that they need, or draft guys to make them a contender. He's not looking at the Lakers situation as Lakers could win the next 4 championships. He doesn't care. He's worried about 5 years from now, 4 years from now, right? Things like that. But also the 2027 pick, right? Like the only one that really would probably be affected is the 29 and 31 pick, right? The 2027 pick, LeBron might still be on the team by that point. It's 2 years from now, right? Like, in all honesty, right? So, like, that 2027 pick is probably not going to be super great anyway. So really it's the 2029 and 2030 pick, right? So LeBron said earlier, yesterday, because yesterday was his birthday, right? He said yesterday that he could play another 5 to 7 years. He said he's probably not going to do that, but he could if he wanted to, right? So and no one would doubt him if he wanted to do that. If he was just like, hey, I'm going to play another 5 years, like, sure, okay. So who knows? Again, it's the Lakers. Danny Ainge either wants to trade Walker Kessler or he doesn't. Danny Ainge needs to make up his mind. Trade Walker Kessler to the Lakers. Trade us Colin Sexton and let the Lakers go win a championship, please. Right? Like Colin Sexton, Dorian Finney-Smith, Walker Kessler, go get another, piece and let's go win an NBA championship. Right? That would be my ideal scenario. That's what I'd be rooting for. Right? Now you got another just guy that can go get buckets, shoot the basketball, and Colin Sexton go get you buckets. Right? You got your backup center, you got your 3-and-D wing. You're in great shape at that point, right? Like, you could start Kessler, you could start Sexton, whoever, however you want to approach it. Just get it done, right? Like, Danny Ainge needs to stop playing games. He knows he wants the Lakers picks. Make it happen. Let's get it. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. Pass question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Do you agree? Like, yes, get it done. Let's go get Walker Kessler. Do you disagree? Do you think, like, no, go pivot another direction, go get somebyou else. Don't trade your first for that. How do you feel? Whatever your thoughts are. Either way, I would love to hear it, so let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. Helps me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.